welcome to what should for me be a very exciting unboxing video today. So in the box below should be a whole bunch of period diagnostic tools and software for Commodore computers, which I recently was able to acquire from someone on eBay. So very excited to get my hands on what's in the box and start understanding a little bit more. So without further ado, we'll crack on. Apologies that this is a handheld video recording, so if it's not too steady, I apologise. I will try and probably stop and start the recording in a few points as we go forward. But here we go. Let's try a little bit more with the scissors. Hold on, bear with me. Also, I'm being a little bit careful with the scissors. Not quite there. It's good packing tape. There we go. Yes. There we go. That should be enough. Nope. Good bit of packing tape down here as well. Bear with me. Come at it the other way, I think. Right, hopefully that will have done it. There we go. So, exciting things. You don't need to see that. You probably don't even want to see that. So, what's in the box itself? So, very well packaged. Some cardboard out the way. Some packing materials out the way. No sound effects added for this bit. So, let's see what we have here. So, this one, Commodore Diskette Diagnostic Manual, version 2. Okay. So there might be 2 copies of that with the same part number. Interesting. A service manual for 1581. Still one of the Commodore 64 original drives I would love to own, but don't currently, although I do have high hopes with some of the new products on offer on the marketplace, which I'll probably speak to in a little while. That I'll hopefully get, not an original one, but a modern equivalent one. Data cassette, service manual, disk drive, preliminary. Maybe they hadn't quite finalised that one at the time. Interesting. 2 of those as well. Same part number by the looks of it. Very interesting. One for slightly earlier edition, 1540. Again, preliminary ones. Interesting. Sorry, I should hold it down so you can see a little bit better. Move these out of the way so they don't fall onto the floor. And we've got the 1581 toolkit. Interesting. A diagnostic troubleshooting manual for the Commodore 128. Luckily mine's working at the moment, but that might come useful in the future. A symptom charts. That could be quite interesting. Certainly there's been a lot of times with these with the YouTube videos I've been going through these online, but I've never really seen anybody show that before. Probably has been covered on somebody's video at some point, but we'll have a look at that at some point. And same for 1541. Okay. Looks like again there's a couple of copies of these. We've got the same release date on there. Same model, Commodore 64. Yep. And there's a diagnostic and troubleshooting manual for, it looks like probably one of the test harnesses. And the Commodore confidential part information. Oh, that's very interesting. Looks like a list of all the catalogue of parts from back in the day. Will be worth a look through. And another diagnostic manual for the 1581 by the looks of it. Yeah, 1581 software tests, system tests, alignment repair tests. Well, that could be useful for the future. Same for the 1571 or the 128D. Excellent. And then a service manual for the 128. That's quite a chunky document. And diagnostic and troubleshooting manual. Service manuals for the 1781. And addendum Commodore 128. To be inserted in the back of your Commodore 128 service manual. Interesting. Okay, so that's all the documentation that come in the bundle. And that, and then for some of the other documents, there's a basic 8. I've heard that mentioned. I haven't really ever played with that before, so that might be something that will get fitted into the 128 at some point. The floppy disk as well, which is excellent. I'll look at that in a bit more detail in a little while. Come back to that. I'm doing this one-handed. Beginner's Guide to Basic 8. There's the Super 81 Utilities from Free Spirit. And this is for the 1581 and Commodore 128. So I definitely need to get my hands on some form of 1581 at some point. And have a look at that. So feels like the discs are in there. I don't want to spoil that just yet. 2 copies of that maybe. I know. Yes. Not quite as well packaged as the other version. This is just the paper manual with the disc inside, whereas the other one seemed to have a bit more a wallet around it, which is quite nice. Same company with a drive alignment software and a nice original wallet by the looks of it. Excellent. And the 1581 toolkit, 10 essential utilities for the Commodore 1581 owners. Let's see what they are. Looks like there's a floppy in there as well. Something to look at. Let's look at that. What else do we have in here? Basic 8 software with Basic 8 ROM for the Commodore 128. Excellent. 1581 fix ROM. Interesting. That's an interesting one. 1571 fix ROM. Bit of a theme coming in this section, I think. Kidos version 2.3. Not heard of that one before. Again for the Commodore 128. See what that does. And we have in here a. Oops, sorry about that. I can't see that. Servant 128 and Super 81 utilities on that one. 2 products on that particular drive. Some more here. Commodore 128, Servant 128 ROM as well with floppy. Let's pull this one out. Detail utilities, a name from the past. Yes, you'll see. They used to be based not far from where I live in Stoke-on-Trent. They were very popular back in the Commodore days for a number of reasons, mainly the add-on cartridges and things they used to sell. I'm not sure I'll be able to do this one handed, just about. So what's in the detail case? As you can see here, EEPROM 64 software, floppy disk. Whoops. Dropping that on the floor. Yep, that's an EEPROM. I'm not wrong. I'll put that carefully down to one side and put that back together nicely at some point. What else we got? A Super Chip C Utilities Unlimited. Okay, looks like some cartridge add-on. Expansion ports, not too sure what that does. Not heard of that one before, but this is what this is all about. Learning and rediscovering. That's another unknown, I think. Boo. Don't know about that one. See if there's any more details of that in here as we go forward. I'll put that back on the protector. Yeah, obviously something for any ROM or ROM to go into. Not quite sure what that's for at the moment. What else have we got? GEOS 128v2 basic ROM. Basic 8. Interesting. And GEOS, not something I ever remember playing around an awful lot with on the Commodore back in the day. I remember having a quick dabble with it, but what I was probably doing at the time was probably a little bit of overkill. And then probably not too long after that, started to move into the world of PC DOS, things like that. But yeah, it's another switch or some sort of ROM. Here's another one, says 128 and Super 81 utilities disk. That's a package thing. I think we've got one of those possibly loose in the box already, so we'll have to find out what those are for. It might be something to do with EPROM 64 cartridge development system. Be an interesting item to have a plain look with it from friends at Daytel. Another Daytel item down here. EPROM 64. It looks like an EPROM card. Interesting stuff. A big programmer, I think. Apologies if that comes through as a break in the video. I have to break for a visitor. So what else is here in the box? So there is some Command FD utilities, not GEOS, some copies, and my utilities disk. I have used those in the wonderful Vice emulator a few times, but nothing on any real hardware. So look forward to having a chance with that in the future. Oops, there's a whole bunch of power cables. Assume that's for something that needs some power backup on the switch. So, interesting. And then there is the big box of this. I have to see if we can open this. One-handed again, so apologies. It's not quite as wonderful as maybe the hands look for Aiken's Digital Basement or something like that. But, maybe that comes to practice with time. I don't want to rip the bag too much. So let me just do a quick pause break. Okay, just to get that open. So let me see here. Again, something for Basic 8. File Browser 6 for the Commodore 128. Revealed Trilogy. A 64K cartridge user guide. Card. That's very interesting. Nothing interesting here. Electronic Health Basic 7. Version of the diagnostic and troubleshooting manual. Interesting. So lots to pick through in the box. This gives you an idea of what the contents of it were. So at some point in the future, I'll start working through these with probably some real hardware, and maybe do some comparisons to the state of play of sort of device emulation for some of these products if they're available. Apparently installation of the chips will be easy. Well, what remains to be seen. Not sure. Cracker jacks revealed. Not too sure what those are for. And guide for Basic 8. Fantastic. Well, certainly a treasure trove of items in the box. So, okay, wonderful procurement. Plenty of content for the future. So, if you're interested, it'll probably be a little while before anything goes up, but if you hit the notify icon in YouTube, you'll be advised as I post any videos up. So if there's anything in there that's of interest to you, or you've got any questions or suggestions of maybe what order I should pick those through, there's something in there in particular you're interested in seeing, let me know in the comments, and I'll put those on the to-do list. So thanks for watching. Hope you found some interesting things here, and see you all soon. Thanks for watching.